I want to post a video of me singing on the internet, and I want like a Justin Bieber moment to happen.
Yep.
Because you get a good clip of me, and I reckon like people would be like, "Oh, she can
I've
sing."
got clips of you doing those runs, and you don't do it for me
You
anymore.
know, I'm good.
I'm good.
I don't know where to even start because
Not Fair by Leon Thomas is where we start. So that's the best song ever made.
Yeah.
Like, actually, the best song ever made. It changed my life. I showed it to Indira the other day, and it changed her life. And we
Yeah.
haven't been the same since.
Yeah. Like if you thought Mutt was good, listen to this.
Not fair. It was only still after the release last week. Oh my god.
It's wow. It's pretty good.
It's like everything I've ever wanted from music.
People. It wasn't like, but also people that fell off that like it's people that fell off that shouldn't have.
Oh, okay. I'll
That's what
start
it was.
first. Chloe and
But-
Halle.
Yeah, but
Let's
also
open up
no,
that
and then
conversation.
yeah, and then but also the reverse people that should
fall off, but haven't yet. Chloe and Halle.
Yeah, and
Let's investigate that.
my example was Normani.
That's an interesting case.
Don't you think she was literally? I
watched a really, really good video about
she should have
Chloe
been.
and I think Emma Money was in it. I don't know. I'll link it if I can find it. But yeah, the Normani thing.
Like she should have been really famous.
Yes.
She should have been.
Took too long, and I understand that. Like, so both of her parents had cancer, and that's what she's been dealing with, which I completely understand. But under the same breath, you say you want all of these things, and you're out doing interviews saying X, Y, and Z. I'm gonna do whatever with my career. I want to whatever, and then not doing it, like, and not and I understand like labels and stuff are like, I don't know. I think she has expressed that like it did not go the way that she wanted. Like the album rollout was like not what she anticipated.
But regardless, she still should have been.
Yeah, even that album, I was just like, none of these are like standout songs to me. I don't know. Like I was just like, I loved the cover. I was so excited when it got announced, and the cover was like so good. But I was just kind of a bit like, you aren't doing enough. And I think she's focused, like she's just got engaged.
Yeah.
Like I think she just wants.
I just had two really random ones.
I think if she really wanted to be in it, she'd be in it.
Yeah,
is my theory.
I had two really random ones.
Yeah.
Joshua Bassett. Hear me out. Like he was like High School Musical, the musical, the series. He was the other main character, and Olivia Rodrigo went.
Why hasn't anyone else popped off from that show yet?
Yeah, because
I mean, Julia Lester, you can make the argument for, like she's now a Tony winner.
But still, like, does anyone really? If you said Julia Lester, is anyone watching actually know who that is?
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you probably know her from the show, but you wouldn't know her elsewhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know that sounds bad,
I don't
but
know what Josh should have done. Not release that much music.
He
released too much music.
Yeah, he should have made good music, but I think he really had good potential. Like, he's really talented, but just it all just went like.
And he was trying to do the singer-songwriter thing, and I don't think that's his bag.
Yeah, like he could have done.
Actually, I don't even.
He could have done the Benson Boone thing. He literally could have. He
was backflipping on stage before Benson Boone was.
Yeah, I know, and he was doing that, and then it all just. No one wanted it.
I also just think that like the public perception of him has obviously played like a massive part. Obviously, he is to blame for some things that I guess really know nothing about. It's not really any about business.
No, I don't think there's anything wrong with him personally.
Yeah, I guess it's like he just like went through a like breakup and it was just everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I have another one, but I feel like it may be biased.
Okay. What?
Liam Payne he should not have fallen off the way he did. But again, the rollout of music and him being too parasocial. Yeah, with fans and stuff. I think he had something really good going, and then his first album kind of just was bad. Yeah. Like Strip That Down was so good.
It was. It was insane.
Like
but it was good.
He really should have.
I think.
Yeah, it makes me a bit upset, like for him, because like he had something good, and then it all just, I don't
know. Yeah, obviously, rest in peace. But yeah, I agree. I feel and the whole like
he's so talented. I will never
forget the whole like both ways scandal. Like I didn't even listen to that song, and it just like is in like grained in my brain. And yeah, too public. He was just too I guess he could use his platform however he wanted. But I think he was just too in internet drama.
Yeah.
And if you want to be taken seriously, you can't do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, like, saying all this in hindsight is a bit... I'm not trying to be like, oh,
I don't
she's
know.
done X, Y, and Z, and
Yeah,
things
I
would
know,
turn out
and
different.
it's
I'm not. This is
awful,
not
but I think
related
it's kind of shit for him though. And like just talking about Liam Payne, let's track off a little bit.
Okay.
He had something really good, right? And then during lockdown and COVID, he had something also really good because he was the only kind of member of One Direction that was really interacting with people, and people loved that because he was making YouTube videos all the time. He was going live, like he was like he had something really good because he was connecting with people during lockdown. Like the other members, like Niall was a little bit, but the others weren't really doing that. And everyone was loving all the One Direction stuff that was coming out, so everyone was becoming a fan of him and One Direction again, right?
And then the nostalgia bait of it all.
I know, but he was doing something really good there. And then it got to him releasing his album, and then he made the song Both Ways, which I didn't listen to. However, I know the whole album off by heart, which is crazy. Yeah, I know Liam Payne's whole first album anyway. But I think that was the problem because people didn't agree with that because they were like, oh, that's a little bit weird. But then Liam came out and said my girlfriend was okay with that, but still it kind of is a bit iffy. Anyway, so that's when people started to kind of fall off.
But it's the confirmation bias thing. It's like they'll read the first thing. People will ignore the fact that he's apologized for it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like,
yeah,
he said this is like whatever. A few people fell off, but then there were still people there. And then he said the thing about Bear and Harry Styles about how he would dress him in something, which again was supposed to be a joke. He apologized for it, but then more people fell off. But people never got back on the train, I think, is the problem.
I think he just maybe wasn't like PR, like media trained.
Yeah, because and then he had like the Dixie D'Amelio song, and then people were like, what's he doing? And then it all just like people just kept falling off rather than jumping back on.
I think his team really, really screwed him over in terms of his public perception.
I know, and oh my god, this is actually making me sad though because he really had something good going, and people just really didn't
respond.
Yeah. Oh no, that's so sad. And he really like had something good.
Yeah.
And then it all just and then like I think the final straw was probably the Maya Henry thing, and then obviously him going to Niall's show, and then it all just went.
Yes.
Like it just.
I don't know.
It's so like it ended terribly. It ended terribly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not to like
Wow, that was crazy. That's made me a little bit upset.
Okay, can we
like thinking about it all.
Put a pin in it?
Okay. I'll just cry about it later. It's all good.
Wow.
Did you have any other people that you thought?
Chloe and Ali. I need to talk about it. They broke up, and I'm saying break up because they did a song for Chloe's album last year, but they haven't really like officially made any move. They keep saying that they're making music. I don't think they are.
Do It came on at the gym the other day, and I was like, oh my god. And then Hayley was like, who is this? And I was like,
this is the thing, is that they like stopped making
but like
music
fair enough
together at their peak. Like they were like on the cusp of like something really, 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 really big. And then Ellie got the Little Mermaid, which is fine and which is great.
That could have been good for her though. Do you know what I mean?
Is that what do people expect Chloe to do? Just sit around and wait? No, she's gonna go make her own music and do her own thing. And Have Mercy popped off.
Did it?
Yeah. Well, it was performed a bunch and it went viral.
Okay.
But yeah, and their album Ungodly Hour is one of the best albums.
Yeah, it really
in my entire life.
It really is. I totally forgot about it.
Like pop music, if you like R&B music, if you are into like harmonies and just writing, smart writing.
It is actually really good.
It's one of the best albums of the 2010s, easily. Like it's so phenomenal. I just forgot about that. I used to listen to that. Believe what has happened. Yeah. And not to get into a whole other thing, but like obviously I don't know, I just don't see them getting back together. Like I hope that they do, because I think that they make their best music together. It's one of those cases where it's like, we're talking about this with Little Mix the other day. Like the girls apart just do not make the best music. Yeah. Like it just hasn't, there's a reason why Haley's solo music hasn't popped off. That leads me to another one. Like all of the Little Mix girls. Yeah, literally all of them. All of them. Like Jade is like obviously the most popular at the moment. Yeah, because she's doing the most interesting stuff. Yeah, but like Perry, come on. Like Leanne's music actually really good though. And I could say, I don't know, there's just something that's, people just aren't obviously listening to Leanne's music, which I don't know why, because it's so good. But I think Perry's is not very good, unfortunately. I think it's very generic. It's very generic, and she's got such an amazing, like maybe when her album comes out it'll be different. But again, I think this shows like who was doing what in the group. Like it shows me that Jade and Leanne were very pioneered the creative for it, and like we're very much like, this is what it's going to sound like. Like Wasabi.
Jade was behind
Wasabi.
I'm going to do a video
essay on LM5. I keep telling you about it, but like
it's a really good
also
album.
one of the best albums. Like it's such a good pop album. But they obviously pioneered like, and a lot of the songwriting too. Jade and Leanne did most of the songwriting.
Yeah.
So it shows through their solo music like who was doing what in the group, which is fine. Perry can sing, but and she can Perry is so talented, and I'm rooting for. We're not saying like we want her to flop. Obviously, we don't want that.
It's just unfortunate that it's happened because you see like Harry Styles, like all the like solo One Direction members, and they've like really gone off and arguably almost more famous than they were in the band together.
Yeah, it just proves that Little Mix are better together, and I don't get back together either.
Oh, who's here? Come pick me up.
I don't really want them to get back together either, though.
You don't?
I think they had a good run. I know that sounds really bad. I don't want them to retire. I don't know what I want from them, but I don't think I want them to get back together.
Wow.
Because it's just not going to be the same. Like,
I guess.
The same thing as the Fifth Harmony rumors about them getting back together. I'm like, too soon.
I wish I got to see Little Mix live, but is someone waiting for me?
Yeah, that like whole Fifth Harmony thing is just so. They are obviously flopping.
Fifth Harmony. Yeah.
Individually. Including Camilla.
And I honestly think the best thing for them is to get back together. It really.
But they don't like each other.
So who cares? I don't care.
They're not like. But I think that was the magic of Little Mix is that it was real.
I know, but I think if they want anything to happen, like Fifth Harmony, they need to get back together because they're gonna
have too soon, don't you think?
I don't care. I don't like Fifth Harmony. I never really did, but I think people are gonna not listen to them, but people are gonna talk about them because they're getting back together.
I think that's the thing is that they're worried about being irrelevant, but I don't even know like what I could picture them doing either. Like it's just
reunion tour.
Lauren has some good songs. Remember?
Yeah, she. Oh my god.
That more than that to get to.
I was watching to myself.
That song.
In the position to be walking over there. I got a situation that can feel what I know. You can take another feeling, turn it to a.
That's a good song.
Actually, that's a good one. She fell off a bit.
She should have been massive. I think she also had the whole like title or something going.
Well, I feel like.
She had a song with Halsey on Halsey's album. Like that was like a whole thing.
What's the reverse though? Who do you think should have flopped that hasn't yet? Oh, okay. I'm gonna say something. Katy Perry, right, has fallen off in other countries, specifically America, because America doesn't take bullshit. They don't. At the end of the day, a lot of them do. However, if you know, like, because all of her shows in America, she's doing arenas for her tour, right? She's only doing one per city in America. Australia, why she got 3 per city? It's because Australians don't give a shit, that's why.
Because the out-of-touch things that Katy Perry does politically in the US, people think that they are not affected by that in Australia. Ooh, so they just... Well, I'm just saying, like, she's like, yeah, let me get in billionaire Jeff Bezos, like...
it's not even that. She's done way more problematic things than that.
A billionaire wife and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Like, let me just... She kisses up to Rich. I will link the video that explains...
She's done more than that. Like, I hate to break it to you, but Katy Perry is extremely problematic. I, for one, have never liked Katy Perry, and we can attest to that. Yes. I have always not liked Katy Perry.
I wouldn't call her extremely problematic.
In comparison to some people,
it's insane that people want to go to her concert and sing along to songs that Dr. Luke wrote.
Yeah, and if you don't know about the Dr. Luke things, then you need to actually have a look. What?
I think we're the fun police a little bit.
How is that the fun police? Like, if someone gave me Katy Perry tickets and said go to her concert, I would say, hell yeah. I don't like her, but like she has some hits. Like, I don't think she's like what she's doing. She's having fun, and I don't care about her having fun, and I don't care that her show might look shit to some people or whatever. I don't care. I just think she's problematic. That's where the problem is. Yeah, she makes good songs. I don't have any issues with what she's wearing. I don't have any issues with how she's dancing. But it's like, who is she willing to kick down to get there kind of thing? Like, so many people have talked about this. There's no point in like digging into the... Yeah, that's my little piece on it.
I think on Katy Perry, no one cares.
But I think she's flopped enough.
Teenage Dream's a great album. Like, I'm sorry, but like she should just be doing the residency. I don't know why... She's trying to have another moment. Like, I think her moment's over, and that's okay because you've got a brilliant album called Teenage Dream that is like the foundation of modern pop music.
You know who I just thought of as an example for who's flopped that shouldn't have? Kesha.
Yes! Oh my god! Oh,
she did Enmore the last time she came to Australia,
I know.
which is terrible.
It's
Like Enmore,
upsetting.
like
But this is the thing, and it just proves that like
compare her to people
the
that have
Dr.
been at
Luke shit
Enmore
had
is
a
crazy.
real like
Yeah.
in the industry impact, and like, oh, it's just awful.
But isn't that really crazy? Like, think about who's been at Enmore in comparison to Kesha.
Kesha's an icon.
Yeah. I don't think it's got anything to do with the Dr. Luke thing, because do you think people...
I think so. I think it does. But that's when everything changed.
Yeah, I guess.
They have to be related.
But I don't think people really care that much here. I don't think people even really know.
But again, well, it also comes back to like, is she making good music now? What's the last Kesha song you heard? I remember praying that came out like right as all of that stuff was happening, but that was like
actually, was there one recently that was kind of good? Like recently, by like 5 years ago. I feel like there was a Kesha song that I have heard recently, and like everyone, it came out and everyone's like, "Oh, this is so."
I think she's missing the magic Kesha song, which is fine though, because she's got such an iconic career. Like
that was a bit disappointing, I think, for Kesha falling off that hard.
I think. I feel like we're not like educated enough to be.
No, I'm not. I'm definitely not. And this is just based off of what I know.
Vibes.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, moving on.
There was a really interesting article written by Larisha Paul, for the Rolling Stone. She is somebody who I watch on TikTok. Anyway, and she wrote an article titled "Why Does Everything Sound Like an Audition Song for The Voice?" And that is exactly like the Voice audition pop thing.
Yeah, you know what it sounds
actually like? Just an epidemic.
It's like covers. It's like covers of songs that sound like a little bit shit, but they're like a good song.
Not to come for him again, but Benson Boone is the #1 perpetrator of voice audition pop. Like, I think this is such an interesting phenomenon, and it's like she hit the nail on the head. Like, that is exactly what it is, and I've been trying to pinpoint it for a long time.
Like, I don't know.
Alex Warren, I don't know who, but he makes voice audition pop music.
Oh, I had a thought about him. I'm gonna make a crazy prediction. His album's gonna go #1.
Oh, okay. He has an album?
His album's coming out in July. It's going to go #1.
Maybe, yeah.
I can see it happening.
Yeah, he makes... It's just that screaming, like, music.
Yeah, and the other guy,
so just Teddy Swims. Jelly Roll. They're great singers. Like, good. Like, I'm not even... It's just
disappointing that they make music that's like that. I know it resonates with some people, but not me.
It's boring.
Yeah.
It's boring. It's done before. It's not interesting. It's not, like, reinventing the wheel. Which I guess not everything has to be, but it's just like, I don't know, voice audition pop was just like that. I was just like, wow, that's such a good way of putting it. Who else can you think of that makes that kind of music?
Well, I think there's a few.
It's all men.
Yeah, it is all men usually.
And they all sound the same, but I get them confused. Like, there's a lot of, who's like Dean Lewis?
Yeah.
Voice audition pop. Is it Vance Joy?
Yeah, Vance Joy, Dean Lewis. I would say Dean Lewis makes voice audition pop.
There's someone else. There's somebody else that looks kind of like them. Like, lived in that group.
Who's the other one?
I don't know.
I know who's... Oh, no. I don't know. Yeah, it's all... Like, good on you if you, like, listen to that. I don't know. No, it's just not for me.
If it's not it's just not our taste in music.
No, and you want to know what? Some of the songs were good. Like, that one time I had to listen to the radio because my Apple CarPlay was broken. I listened to Beautiful Things, like, at least twice a day, and it actually isn't that bad. It just
isn't your style.
No, it's not bad music. I don't know how to explain it. It's not bad. I just really don't like it.
Yeah. Same. It's just like, it's the Woolies playlist.
Yeah. It's like
that's exactly.
It's like shopping music.
It's grocery shopping music.
Yeah, it's like in the background, like you listen to it and you're like, oh yeah, but you wouldn't go home and listen to it.
No,
like you wouldn't put it on your playlist, but you can get amongst it.
You're so right. It's not bad. I just really, really dislike it.
Yeah, like
that's exactly what it feels like when I hear Benson Boone on the radio.
I know. I do feel a bit bad for Benson Boone recently.
Stop it.
He gets too much.
I think a conservative cosplaying as like Freddie Mercury.
I know, but just let him have fun because he thinks he's like. I think he thinks he's cool.
Yeah, but I think it's his team that are just like. I don't know. It's just very inauthentic.
I know. I just think he thinks he's cool, and if he wants to do backflips and like everyone claps for it, like just let him do it. Because if I could do backflips, I would be doing that too all the time. Maybe not in sparkly pants that don't fit, but like
I just like there's a reason people don't like him.
Yeah.
Okay. Like if you're like, oh, why is everyone hating on Ben Spoon? There are reasons.
But also, to be fair, actually, now I'm gonna go back on what I just said. People are the same with like Harry Styles. It's just a different demographic that don't like Harry Styles. Agree?
I think the thing with Harry
Straight men love Benson Boone. Straight men hate Harry Styles. Think about that one. Because who's really gay or who's really straight? Who's really... Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Have you thought about the epidemic of boys, straight men, liking Taylor Swift and Harry Styles and things to talk to girls and to...
I like it. I would fall for that.
Okay.
I would fall for that so quickly.
Like, I just remember it kind of started becoming a thing, like, when I was in, like, year 12. Like, it was like, oh my god, love story bangs. And I'm like...
What? No, but, like, it does.
You made fun of me for liking her. Like...
Oh, actually, can I go off this? Can I just say, like, it's not...
You're about to say Love Story is a really good song. Is that what your hot take is?
That's not my hot take. My hot take is, I think we shouldn't, and this is, like, completely, I don't know, this is crazy. I don't think we should judge people for what they like in music, except...
when you're listening to a criminal.
Yes.
Or
because I think if people want to listen to music, let them. And I hate when boys are like, oh, you listen to Sabrina Carpenter. Like, yeah, you don't have to. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, why are we judging people like, oh, you listen to Harry Styles, that's gay.
I got that.
I didn't tell you.
All the time.
Yeah, in high school.
Yeah, for Ariana.
Me too. I was
walking around with a dangerous woman phone case in high school, and that was not okay for me.
I was talking to someone about this the other day, about how much I loved Ariana Grande. And
it's not like... It's never, this comes back to we talked about this in our very first episode. It's not cool to like Ariana Grande. It's not. People think it's cringe.
I love it.
It's cool to like Taylor Swift, but it's not cool to like Ariana Grande.
And I think the other thing is, like, just let me be excited about things. Do you know what I mean?
This is the thing, yeah.
Like, it's not that hard. Like, you get...
So then are we raining on other people's parade about Benson Boone?
Yes. But
okay,
I know that we are.
Yeah.
I know, and that's horrible. But it's the same with, like, straight men. Like, oh, the footy. Like, you guys freak out about that, but I'm not allowed to, like, freak out about Ariana Grande.
It's always...
Do you know what I mean? And it was always Fortnite. And I was like, oh, Ariana Grande new album. And they're like, oh, cringe.
She's hot, though.
I don't think anyone would say that. I don't like none of them.
They're saying that about Sabrina Carpenter.
I know. It just like makes me like, just don't judge people for their music taste is what my hot take of the day is.
Or like I was friends with a lot of people who were like very like, oh, I only listen to Triple J, and then like indie, which is like Triple J's become so pop now, and that's a whole other conversation.
Remember when I used to be into indie music?
I'm like, oh, I'm so but Orange County and shit.
I was so alternative.
You're not like other girls.
From like year 8 year 10, I was so alternative.
It's just but not like other girls epidemic, but like infiltrates men also. Like it was just that whole like, I don't listen to pop, I listen to really underground. Like pop music is popular for a reason. People like it because it's good.
Yeah, and I used to love Corduroy.
No, it was the Emma Chamberlain effect. Like you weren't the only person who fell victim to it.
It was crazy. I was so alternative. I thought I was doing something. I used to paint my nails like different colours and be like, oh, it's got one hand, one colour, and the other another colour. I was like, I'm so cool. And I used to wear eyeliner.
You did. You used to wear eyeliner.
I know, and someone told me I had black eyes, so I never wore it again.
Backpack.
Yeah.
The Rex Orange County vinyl.
The Doc Martens.
Oh my god.
It was all something. All the scrunchies.
It was rare. I was there.
Yeah, I was really trying to be alt. And that was, I don't think that's my personality though.
No, it's not.
It's not.
You're very mainstream, actually.
I am very I am, unfortunately.
We're both very mainstream. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Because I like Fleetwood Mac though. And
Fleetwood Mac is not niche or alt.
Anyway, moving on swiftly.
I saw a really good TikTok that said no one actually cares about the music anymore. They just care about being an OG fan.
Correct.
I don't know how much we can elaborate on that other than like that is
we have spoken about this before.
And we have been victim to this 100%.
Really?
Yes.
Who are you trying to be an OG fan of?
So many people.
Really?
Like, yeah, I think so. Like when I was when I was younger, like probably a couple of years ago.
I've accidentally been an OG fan, but like that was like purely an accident.
I guess like who am I really like?
Because if OG fan, I started listening to Nessa literally when her first single came out, but that was an accident because I was like, this little snippet sounds really good, and I was like, I'll listen to it, and then she kept putting out music, and then I kept listening to it, and I was like, oh, I actually like this.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I talk about people like Sabrina or Gracie, like I discovered them sometimes, and I think that's kind of annoying, but that's just a personal issue.
But it's like within our circle of people.
Yeah, we're not saying this to random people.
No, but like within our circle of people, like you did discover Gracie, you did discover Sabrina, like you were onto that before everyone else was.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or like if there's a song, like I don't know, like it used to happen to me all the time. Like Lime Cordial, like there was that one song I used to listen to all the time, Robbery, and then all of a sudden it became like popular and everyone I knew started listening to it. And I was like, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I think it's just within our groups, like it's kind of crazy to see everyone all of a sudden
be like, I want to go to Sabrina Carpenter's tour.
even though like they didn't. Listen to or really know her before then, but you did. I don't know. It's the same as that.
It is kind of weird.
It's the same as the Taylor Swift. I would go to. I remember like going to the Reputation tour, or even like just any of them, to be honest, and being like, I'm going to see Taylor Swift this afternoon, like at school, because it was literally every time it was on a school day, and then people were like, oh, Taylor Swift, but then now they were all at the Eras tour. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I feel like no hate. No hate, like, because everyone loves Taylor Swift in the UK, but like,
but I think, and I feel like we consider ourselves
elite. I
think we consider ourselves maybe like second generation Swifties or third generation Swifties. Yeah. I think we're under like generation 5 or 6 at this point.
It's pretty crazy.
But we're definitely not OGs in that sense. Like we were not there. I was barely alive.
If you count the generations by the albums, we were what, 4th?
Yeah, but like I don't
count it by eras.
I guess.
Because and
I kind of loop. Actually, we won't get into that. That's a whole other thing that I can't talk about. Yeah, it's all about, especially on the internet. It's just like, well, I was here first.
Yeah, it's not a competition.
No,
it really isn't. I have all this merch. I have these tattoos. I like them guys. All.
Yeah.
The tattoo thing's getting out of hand. I mean, I'm fully for that propaganda, but
the tattoo propaganda.
Yeah, like just
you
just because I don't know, or like I'm front row, I'm a bigger fan than you.
Hate that
around the country and barricade at every show. I'm a bigger fan than you. That's not how it works.
That's stalker behavior.
Some people just don't want to go to every show. Well, actually, I would love to, but I don't have the funds for that. And I'm trying to be realistic.
I feel like it's just really
it's unrealistic.
It's unrealistic, and it's a bit out of touch and like quite tone deaf to assume that people can just go to every show and do whatever.
Yeah, and also, what's going to happen when the artist keeps coming back? Are you just going to keep doing this for your whole life?
Yeah, it's not a smart financial decision like, in my opinion.
But are people going to fall like off the train of doing this, or is this going to be something that's staying forever? Because the same people that are doing it, I wonder if they're going to
effects of like post-COVID concert culture are like not permanent, but they're going to leave a stain on like the industry for forever.
Yeah,
on music forever. Like I think concerts were different. Like they just weren't.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just gotten so insane. Not only from like people's behavior at the concerts, but like the concert culture of like you need to dress up and you need to dress like the artist, and you need to
because
like.
We never did that.
No, ever. I think I wore a black dress to the Reputation tour because that was
I wore the ugliest outfit. Do you remember those shorts that I had?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Those shorts, like the one. I don't even know if I have a photo of this. I don't want to insert it. Anyway, remember like the really high-waisted ones and they had like the scrunch at the top and like the...
Yes.
Yeah, I wore
that.
Yep. And a yellow top, so...
To the Reputation.
Reputation.
People were dressing up though. I saw a couple...
And Mum braided my hair.
There were a couple girls I remember vividly dressed as Poison Ivy and Daisy.
Yeah, I do remember that. I remember
people dressed up as the cheerleaders from Shake It Off.
Yeah, but people did dress up. I just don't think it was everyone. Because
now it definitely was not everybody. But now it's like if you go to a concert wearing like a normal outfit, you look like an idiot.
But even think about like when we first got back to concerts and we went and saw Billie Eilish. That was the first concert that we had after COVID. We didn't really dress up.
No.
We weren't like...
I think I wore a dress the same color.
Oh, I kind of did, but like it wasn't...
Yeah, but it wasn't...
like on theme, you know what I mean? Like I dressed up because I wanted to.
Yeah. I did wear a dress that was the same color as the album cover. It was ugly as.
Can we insert that video?
No! It's cursed.
It's so funny.
Everything about my outfit, my hair, it
doesn't matter. I looked like...
Well, you looked hot. Like you looked your outfit.
I looked pretty cool. It wasn't really on theme.
Some people didn't think that.
No, don't, because I'm going to get in trouble. Thanks for watching. That's it.
Bye.